What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another career sim in Madden 20. Technically, no, we're not going to say technically Madden 21, because obviously we're using updated rosters, but outside of the overall and some of the ratings, it's not exactly the same. You know, the players themselves, like Jeudy and Hamler, might actually have their ratings proper, but the rest of the players don't. Of course, we do know in the game, Broncos got a little bit of love for devs. Jeudy got Superstar. Of course, you know me and commitment issues. There will be a 99% chance we stream some sort of rebuild tonight on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, so go over there and follow the channel if you want the notification right when it's live. Of course, I probably will have some sort of notification on the channel here as well for you know, the community tab or a live video. It'll be like, hey, I'm on Twitch, get the hell over here or I'll kidnap you. I won't do that, but on to the video. And then their guard, I always call him Mutai. Star development, not bad at all. Of course, I don't think Drew Lock's going to have star development next Madden, but here, the wide receivers definitely get lucky because obviously rookie with you know, normal development is a lot worse than a rookie with star. Well, sophomore, I guess, for next year. And then, of course, KJ Hamler, only a 70 overall in the next game. We do have some names here. You know, you have Albert O. You do have, like I said, Mutai. But we're not going to follow those guys because at the end of the day, there could be, you know, 5 undrafted guys that become, you know, Pro Bowl great talent. I always say, it's funny how I tweeted out, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, I tweeted out saying, I can't believe people rate people on how good they are for the Pro Bowl, and then I go and say that. You know, I'm smart. It is what it is. Like and subscribe for more intelligent conversations. Enough selling out. You guys, I'm sick of it. I don't want to buy any of your t-shirts. Anyways, that's literally it. You know, if you are new to the series, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to follow the careers of Jeudy and KJ Hamler, basically. That's it. All right, it's the Broncos. I mean, they're a great up-and-coming team, but yeah, I kind of expected 3-13. For the first season, we'll take a look at all the stats just to see what we might be seeing for many years to come. Of course, Jeudy, the number 2 spot, gets the most catches. Doesn't really make the most of it, though. As you can see, he has less yards per reception than Sutton. Way less touchdowns. KJ Hamler, 477 yards with zero rookie touchdowns. That's what we like to call in the business a yikes. And then, of course, as far as defense goes, Von Miller, 12 sacks, kind of a meh, but it's Madden stats. So basically, if you get double-digit sacks, it's basically like breaking the NFL record in real life. As far as ratings go, the only thing to note is that I once again forgot to get rid of Andrew Luck. Winner of the Super Bowl is the Cowboys. Of course, as you would expect, no development up from either of the wide receivers. Wow, it's very nice of Ayuk to leave the Niners and come join our team. What a great guy. I am so happy. Of course, speaking of Ayuk, that could be the next team we do. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any suggestions for what we could do next. Obviously, if we do 1 a week like we are, we're getting very close to being done then with this entire series, because obviously Madden 21, it felt like ages, but it's only a month away, and we're almost there. So, like I said, if you really want to see one, and it must be done, you know, let me know, because obviously we're limited on how many we can do as of right now. All right, so as far as the rookie class goes, Henry Watson, hidden development corner at pick number 1. And I was thinking, you know, hey, it's a great overall. He's hidden. Seems like a decent pick, but it's a corner. You really go number 1 overall for a corner? You do when it's an X Factor. They also go for Mr. Tony Ball, and the rest were normal. I mean, still the guard's good, just he's normal. Playoffs? We went a little far. I will say, you know, 7-9, whatever. It doesn't matter how far you went. We weren't going to the playoffs anyways. Let's just relax there. As far as receiving goes, though, huge improvements. KJ Hamler still playing in the slot, really not getting a whole lot of burn. But Jeudy is a bona fide X factor without a doubt, and we don't care about anything else. What are we looking at? We did take a look at best wide receiver, and Jeudy is the number 2 guy at the moment. As far as the results of the Super Bowl, the Buccaneers would appear Tom Brady's won number 7. I would not watch the NFL anymore. I don't know, I might, but it'd be hard. So the Broncos draft quarterback. He's, of course, hidden. Reed McCollum. Ooh, that is a fast quarterback. Number 18, very interesting number you got there. And he is star development. Interesting. I would still say they're probably going to start him over Drew Lock, right? As you can see here, Jeudy is an X Factor with Most. He got it right there, Super Bowl week, of course. We knew it was going to happen, but... And it doesn't matter who the QB is because the team is 4-12. Reed McCollum, get off the team. I don't have anything funny to say. KJ Hamler, 400 yards, 0 touchdowns. He may be a free agent soon. Jeudy, another really good season. Sutton, kind of a meh. Noah Fant, kind of an okay. And, I mean, there's nothing really to show for it all. And the Browns win the Super Bowl. We've never seen that before. Looking at the draft, normal star. Looking at the offense, this is what it looks like. Offensive line, you know, who the hell is this guy and why don't they have a replacement? This guy should start. Reisner should go back to center. I don't even know if you know, was he playing guard? I don't know, but regardless, move him to center. And the team's actually not terrible. It's definitely on the come up. You know, the receivers aren't super old. Hamler's developing, even though he's playing like absolute dog anos. Chris Jones. Clearly, the Broncos traded for him from the Niners before his contract was up. That's the only explanation. Ronnie Harrison, they traded for him too. Wow, this team's really good at trading. And the Broncos make the playoffs at 9-7. I'll show you guys we didn't cheat. Once again, I do not know why I need to do this, but my brain says do it or we will shoot. I don't know who's shooting, but it's against the Browns, so it's probably not going to matter. But McCollum, better season, not by much. Lindsey, okay season. Receiving, I don't know how this team was 9-7. Even Vaughn, I don't know, dude. Like, what's he, like, how? What kind of scam is this? 26th in offense. Only award I can see is Von Miller winning best linebacker, but even then, probably pretty undeserved. We really should go in and watch this, but I can't be bothered. We're going to lose regardless. And it was a lot closer than I thought, I suppose, but okay, who are the Browns going to face this time? Nope, it's going to be the Colts, led by, I believe, Cam Newton. Jimmy Newton. I'm sorry. Colts do win over the Cowboys, which I am not sorry about. I'm happy that happened. And as far as dev-ups go, I don't think we had any. The Broncos drafted a running back in the first round, and he's a hidden development with superstar development. And, of course, they land another lineman who is normal. Playoff time, of course, it's a mess. 6-10. This team is so random. Reed McCollum with really good yardage, but the touchdowns were not. Davenport had a pretty good season. I guess he must have been the third down running back or something because they're very split on carries. Courtland Sutton finally shows up. Of course, Jeudy a little bit lower for touchdowns, but yards isn't much off. Hamler, kind of his best season yet, technically, right? I think. And as far as sacks go, Von Miller looks like he's going to retire or something. Super Bowl winner is the Bengals. They always have one within the first, 5 years. All right, looking at the offense for the Broncos. 87 overall, McCollum. He is 24 years old, looking like a contract year. Looks really solid. Sutton and Jeudy. Judy's number 1, apparently. Hamler at number 3 still probably will be off the team. Offensive line looks decent. Fant looks decent. Defensively, Von Miller's still going strong. The number 1 corner is looking good. Harrison goes up to superstar. I mean, the team is obviously missing a few pieces, but overall, they do have a lot of cornerstone guys that are still pretty young. They probably should draft middle linebackers soon. Maybe another corner, but overall, it's not the worst situation. This could be a playoff season. All right, heads to the playoffs. And it is a playoff season, 10-5-1. I knew this team was decent, but I didn't think we were going to get a bye week, especially at 10-5-1. That's kind of a weird record. We have actually a lot of XP we should probably use soon. McCollum may be good enough for superstar. I don't know, though. Davenport, really good season. Maybe X Factor, probably not. The receivers, everyone kind of got involved. Well, Hamler and Jeudy got involved equally, but Fant and Sutton kind of on the lower end of things. Offensive line, you should replace that guy because he is not good. Von Miller, still looking good. Henry Watson with a really nice season. Would we have won anything? If we did, it wouldn't have been with Hamler or Jeudy, so there's that. Since this is such a good opportunity... Oh, is Von gone? Oh, is Von gone? Okay, dude, we definitely have to watch this. Von Miller is going to retire after the season. So the Broncos want to bring him another win. There's their time right now. All right, going to the end of the game. We're up 0-7 all is the score. This time 14-7. Offense is looking pretty competent today. It's 21-14, 28-14. The touchdowns are flying for Denver, although the Bills aren't too far behind. Another touchdown, 35-21, 35. The Broncos defense is just not good. Like, the offense somehow put up 42 points, which was, of course, well, I can't even say, of course, was barely enough. Oh, stopping the onslaught of Josh Allen. That is the toughest challenge there is. I honestly don't know how we did. How did you lose? How did you almost lose to him? It's impossible, right? Devin Singletary, super slow. Josh Allen, I suppose in Madden does kind of develop pretty nicely, but in real life, no. T. Higgins, okay, things are getting interesting out here. Looking at the sack totals, nothing really mentionable. And their kicker missed a field goal. I don't know how that would have changed the game, but maybe somewhere along the line they went for it on 4th down, and it looked like they lost by 7, but I don't know, dude. Leave me alone. Will we see another Denver Super Bowl? Oh, the Browns. Now that's a tough one. They're an 89 overall. This team's an 89 overall. Here it is. They win against the Browns. I don't know if they're going to be stopped. Watch it be like some really bad team. Like somehow the Vikings will sneak in, which they almost never do, and they'll win the game because it's Madden. Real question is, how the hell is Geno Atkins around? I saw that like as it was loading. Apparently Geno Atkins is on the Browns. Okay. They don't even have Baker. The Browns rightfully got rid of Baker Mayfield, apparently. First drive, of course, Cleveland scores. We can't. They score again, only 3 this time. Now it's a 10-7 game, 13-7. Before half, defense gives them a short field. Up by 1, down by 2. This is a very close game. Come on, Denver. Oh, this is a very close game. Oh, this is not looking good. Defense holds them. 4 points is not a lot. Offense scores a touchdown, and they're in the lead. 3rd and 12. Are they going to go for this? I think you have to, right? Why are we in this? This isn't our fight to fight. We threw to Hamler at least, though. We threw to Hamler. Why wouldn't you go for it there? You're down by 4, so worst case scenario, they get in field goal range. You're down by 7. I know it's 12 yards. It's a lot, right? But do you really trust your defense? They score a touchdown. It's a 3-point... I guess maybe you should have scored. Well, no, no. Don't you get at me, guys. They would not be throwing the ball. Cleveland would not be throwing the ball if they had it, so they might have run it down, or it would have been a punt all the way back inside the 10, even though you guys are probably like, we wanted your team to lose because it would have been the fair thing. Who knows what would have happened, but I had to correct EA's mistakes in their coding. There's just no reason the team should punt there. It's just not a good decision. Jarvis Landry killed it. This team, just a group effort. The Davenport kind of developing into a really good player. We've seen in the past non-established names usually don't do super well in sim. So, he's a rookie, and he's kind of making a name for himself. Going to the Pro Bowl, no one gives a singular F. As far as the dev-ups go, there was not a single one on offense. Defensively, I wouldn't know. Maybe Chubb, which in fairness, if that's the case, is clutch as hell. Maybe that was a last season thing. I don't know, but he's superstar development either way. This team, going against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I will say, the Browns are good, the Ravens are good, but so are the Cowboys. They make the Super Bowl a lot in sim, and it's a Madden game when that's the case. But as far as that goes, we were saying maybe a guaranteed win. I don't know anymore. By the way, is this not Dallas' stadium, ironically enough? 7-all is the score, and 14-all after their touchdown, 21-14. This is kind of looking like that first divisional game. Well, not the first, the divisional game, whereas we're falling behind a whole touchdown, and I'm telling you, that's what it looks like. Although, no way defense is going to come back and win this. Defense didn't win it, but you know what I mean. There's not going to use timeouts. What's the situation? They're going for the field goal. We'll just let him do it. He misses the field goal, unfortunately. Denver has the ball to start, and they punt it. I can't help but think this team is going to lose in an unfair manner. You had 3 timeouts with over a minute, and no timeout was used. Maybe 1, if I can recall. What a Madden game. Madden, is what we like to call flawless. You know, when I call something flawless, it's the highest of standards. Denver, of course, we miss Dan LaBounty. Definitely some Denver fans putting a Dan on his head. Get LaBounty. You're super underrated, bro. No, dude, it's the jokes. Rewrite. Get the comedy writers in here. We're rewriting them. Look, Vaughn's like, I wanted a Super Bowl more than anyone on this team, but right now, you got a bunch of pieces of shit. Mona. Von Miller, of course, retiring, so pass rusher, even though we have pick 31, probably on the number 1 for the list, but it is Madden, so once again, who knows, they'll probably draft, like, quarterback or something stupid. They actually do go pass rusher, and he's star. However, he's basically on his way to retire. He's 24. I just cannot accept a 20. Like, it's too old. And ironically, I'm older than that in real life by a year, you know. Things we do for love. I don't know what that means. All right, I'm not like a whole lot to show, but Jeudy is the official number 1. You can't really dispute it. He's 27. He has in-out, elite, double move elite, and Moss. You can't ask for much better ratings than that. And his speed only went up 1. His excel went up 2, and his agility went up 2. I know, it's kind of crazy that Jeudy only has, 91 speed in the game? That's a little harsh, But speaking of that, what are the chances... I know it's a little hard, it's kind of crazy to compare them, but what are the chances that Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb kind of become the next Julio, AJ, Green argument? It'd be kind of cool. I'd be all for it. Von Miller is a liar. He's a liar. Von Miller is a liar. 36 years old. Oh, I'm retiring, man. He actually scammed him. You better try your hardest, because I'm going to retire. Nope. Back-to-back play, nothing. 6-10. I can't really think of what the team lost. Vaughn obviously did regress quite a bit, but what did the team lose that would have caused us to just miss the playoffs after making the Super Bowl? Of course, we barely made the playoffs last season, but still, we're losing our way. That's one thing, I suppose, is the team has not been consistent. There's a really good group of players on this team. It's just, I don't know, Madden Sim will do what it wants. I mean, this team was at, near 90 overall before that season completed. Hell, even after Super Bowl time, and actually, no, you do see the dev ups. McCollum's still no dev up, of course. Defensively now, I don't know. Simmons, I think, did go to X Factor a little late anyways, but yeah, this team is, in fairness, it is losing its way a little bit here. As far as the Super Bowl winner goes, I would be super cool, maybe not this season, but in the future, I'd be cool with seeing a Giants-Jaguars Super Bowl. We kind of been like thinking back how crazy it is where those two came from half a decade ago, and here they are. So they landed another pass rusher. He's star, this guy's normal, and this guy's star. Quick, like, relations in the bed with me. Yep, I'm proud. We're looking at the lineup. I will say they assigned some very... Who the hell is this guy? Who the hell are you? We need no more wide receiver. You can stay. He's actually kind of decent. The agility's a little low, but he's a sneaky little slot guy. Hamler maybe on the way out with this guy being signed. I don't know if they drafted him. What's the story? But kind of a sneaky little player there. Offensive line, improving, but no one new. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of working. But like I said, with the new additions, the interesting ones, Patrick Queen, at 27 years old and an X Factor, joins this team. I won't take a look at his ratings or his stats from here on out because I think, A, we will probably do a Ravens video for this, and B, he's already 27, so that's a very big majority of his career not even accounted for. So I'm just not going to worry about it. And holy crap, Joey Bosa has finesse specialist and edge threat. Does that make him double as fast? What? How is that fair? That's sick. I actually want to see his career numbers. We never pay attention to guys like Joey Bosa because the Chargers are kind of like outlying teams. Yeah, it's Madden Sim. What can you do? Hashtag fix Madden franchise. And I got lost because I simmed and stepped out of the room. The Broncos are back in the playoffs, and Reed McCollum, MVP of the league, really good season. Davenport had a really good season too. Sutton, X Factor. KJ Hamler still disappointing. How is he still on the team? I'm not trying to hate on Hamler, because did I call him Hamler before? I don't really care, dude. But like in game here, he is not performing. Why the hell is he still on the roster? As far as usually awards go, there might be. This is what we get for talking crap about Baker Mayfield. It's literally the only thing I can think of. And neither of the two actually wins Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC side, which is just wild. I don't know if we've ever seen that, actually. If the MVP of the league isn't Offensive Player of the Year, it's usually the number 2 guy for MVP. Somehow, what? I don't even care, dude. It is what it is. Okay, Patriots want to take every damn award. And then the best QB is McCollum. I don't even understand anymore. But I'll take it. An award win is an award win. Best QB, best running back, best wide receiver. I mean, those are the big 3. We'll take that. This could be another playoff, well, a Super Bowl season. If they make the Super Bowl, take a look. We're not going to take a look at the regular season game. It is what it is. Regular season. I'm stupid. Just stop. Just stop arguing with me. Unfortunately, win in the divisional, but the loss in the championship round. As far as the Pro Bowl goes, probably would have had a few guys in there. I'm not too worried about it. The Bengals, please win, because that means we are basically the second best team in the league. We just don't play for the NFC side. Damn it, we're not the best, second best of anything. The Saints win a Super Bowl. Looking at the dev-ups, we should see a few. One of them being Sutton, one of them being McCollum, and one of them being Davenport. The big 3 with X Factor, and Superstar upgrades. McCollum, this is obviously a big one. He's 27. Still a little bit of time to develop. Not much, but a little bit. And, of course, Courtland Sutton with 31 years of age, but a clutch time to get X Factor. Tucker was Superstar. That is very interesting. How you don't get rid of Hamler now, and I did say Hamler, but I left a little K in there. I don't know. I would 100% be getting rid of him. McDougal, I'd put him number 2. This is a very good roster. How it didn't make the Super Bowl, I do not know. And let's just not talk about it. Oh, hey, I'm sure there's another superstar development wide receiver in there. Oh, obviously, definitely so, which is ironic because they probably don't even have that guy anymore. Oh, they do. I don't know what his contract is like. Let's take a look. And we can. God, that's so professional, man. Oh, so I think they did draft him, unless they re-signed him. No, they must have drafted him because his second year. It would have been the first year if they re-signed him. But yeah, I mean, they need a new center. Do they have a backup they could put there? Probably put O'Leary or Dixon over there. But yeah, center is just a position they can't keep. The center just keeps leaving. He's sick of them. Noah O'Leary, welcome to center. The playoffs at 8-7-1. Very interesting. I'll show you guys who didn't force the Raiders to lose or anything like that. Obviously, I really do not have any sort of horse in this race. I don't care if they win or not. The Chiefs 3-12-1. Reed McCollum down year for sure. However, hold up here. What the hell? This is probably easily the most AI rushing numbers I've ever seen for a quarterback. He could have actually had a very sneaky MVP season. That was actually kind of interesting. I want to take a look at this. And he had number 2 again to another AFC freaking player. Oh, Lord. Yeah, let's take a look at his quarterback numbers. I don't even think he's on the list. He isn't. All those rushing numbers inflated all the way up to MVP, yet no best QB rating even in sight. But Super Bowl in sight with a chance because of the playoff. I'm not watching this. It's 8-7-1. Well, we did win. Bengals back-to-back. And unfortunately, back-to-back losses against that team. It is kind of getting up there, so you never know with guys like KJ Hamler who've never developed one time what kind of, if they're on the team or, hell, they're even in the league. Let's take a look right after this. So the Vikings do win a Super Bowl here. Taking a look at the offensive numbers, of course, we see Sutton is regressing. Jeudy, not yet, but he is 30. So KJ Hamler, why is he 29? They're both 21 in real life, right? Let me take a look. Yeah, they're both 20. Oh, KJ Hamler actually shares a birthday with me. Well, happy birthday to us. Absolute legends, obviously. But yeah, KJ Hamler got a little, a little birthday love from me. We gave him, we made him 20, or we let him be 20. Didn't upgrade him to 21 like Mr. Jerry Jeudy was. So both at 9 in the league should both be 30, and now they are. Of course, Tucker probably should be replacing KJ Hamler here, so you never know. Maybe. I was going to say terrible draft, but the tackle they took is hidden, and he is a superstar. So sometimes those little hiddens, sometimes you just don't know. I do not know how. I do not know why. But KJ Hamler is now in his 10th NFL season for the Denver Broncos. I mean, what a fortunate career. You got Sheldon Tucker sitting backup, patiently waiting. Honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me if Tucker comes over to Hamler's house later in the day and just grabs his kneecaps and just wishes that they don't work so well. He would never do anything wrong. He's a good person, and that would just be rude. Looking at the defensive side, we of course do see Chris Jones is gone. Some names, guys like Chubb getting replaced. Some of the original Broncos players kind of, disappearing here, but still a capable squad. For how much longer, I do not know. Specifically, the two players we're paying attention to in this video, and I said attention to. I meant to say attention. And we missed the playoffs at 8-8. A lot of bad records on the season, but this time not beneficial for us. Maybe Superstar X Factor, but probably not for McCollum rushing. BYRON Davenport is having a bit of a career. Once again, Hamler just really not doing anything. Jeudy, decent season, and then no one cares about anything else. Didn't get any award wins either. A few ones were close, but no true award wins either. The winner of the Super Bowl is the Texans. Looking at the wide receivers, they're probably, 32 now, I believe? Jeudy, 31 years old. I thought they were 32. Is Hamler 32 now? No, he's 31, but of course the regression is starting to hit. Speed has dropped. Still very fast, because obviously he started with, 94, 95 speed. So, still viable-ish, but he really hasn't played well. Honestly, Tucker should be the guy, but I'm not going to intrude. This was an alright draft. They had landed a star guy here, of course, a wide receiver. Probably looking to replace Sutton, and hell, maybe even Hamler after this season. Heading into the playoffs, it is a 13-3 season, which is a little baffling because I don't think the team is really in that situation at this point. They haven't had really crazy drafts lately. And overall, they've just been getting worse every season. Free agency wasn't really that great. However, the play of a quarterback can obviously change that with Reed McCollum becoming an X factor after this season. Davenport, good season again. Jeudy, I believe, a career year, actually. Same with KJ Hamler. Fant, not so bad. Sutton, pretty good, better than his normal seasons. Of course, we don't know, the offensive line was kind of rough, but we don't know about the defensive side of things. Nothing really insane to show. But as far as yearly awards, I would assume QB, still no MVP, but I would assume best QB and wide receiver, number 2 QB, and number 1 wide receiver. So yeah, very good season. Does not surprise me that it's a bye week. Ravens versus the Broncos, a win. Now going against the Texans, who were in the Super Bowl recently, a win. We will take a look at this one. Obviously, the odds are saying we should just submit, so then they just win again. But 89 overall to the 84 overall Giants. Can the Broncos barely sneak out a Jeudy, KJ Hamler Super Bowl win? All right, Denver, 3 Super Bowl trips in a decade and a half. Not terrible at all. Can get yourself a nice little redeemer here from last time. Unfortunately, Von Miller is no longer around, of course. But 10-7, not a bad start. 13-7, looking decent. 19-7, you really need to hit that extra point. 26-14. 26-21, 29-21. Jeudy and KJ Hamler are Super Bowl champions, of course, rightfully so. Only Judy's going to be the one on the podium because KJ Hamler has been a leech. No offense to the guy in real life. I said it. We share a birthday together. We're basically twins. But boy, was he not good in this one. Probably something to do with the schemes, fact that is a slot receiver in fairness, and that's probably the main role he's going to play in real life as well. So his his numbers might not be insane, but the main reason why he's there is for those big type plays. So whether his season stats are 800 yards and 6 touchdowns, if one of those plays is an 80-yard touchdown in a crucial point in the game, that's obviously very valuable. So, it's not always about what the actual numbers show. There's guys that can have really good seasons even if the numbers are sub 1,000 and whatnot. But, of course, regardless, he's happy. Full career, Super Bowl champion. McCollum really showed up this season for this team, and ultimately, Jeudy and Hamler are going to be hoisting a Lombardi Taking a look at the season the game stats, not the season stats. Jeudy with 53 yards, 0 touchdowns. Ruggs is a giant. And as usual, KJ Hamler leeching his way to the top. I'm sorry, but like he is, like regardless. And as far as KJ Hamler goes, he is still going to be the slot receiver because Tucker is a very much higher overall than him, as KJ Hamler is about to play his final game in the NFL as age 32. Jerry Jeudy, a 90 overall, maybe technically 91. Of course, that rating is getting close. That XP's right there. I don't know why that happens, but it just does. Of course, he is regressing too. McCollum, rightfully so, is an X factor. And the tackle, we moved to center. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of morale there, but he boosts it up quite a bit. I don't know who this guy is. RASHAD Black, he actually was the MVP of the Super Bowl. I guess he already had Superstar? I don't even know. But, I mean, this team might very well have just enough juice to get it done for one more season, which, of course, would be perfect timing for KJ Hamler. As far as the draft goes, depth, not great. However, another superstar lineman find. And, of course, he is 21, so really good stuff there. I don't know where the hell they're going to play him, but, I mean, I guess it's a good pick. A 21-year-old superstar lineman is literally like a Pro Bowler in the future, which, once again, we've been over this. It's not how you value players. We are in the playoffs, so KJ Hamler could at least retire on the very, very top with a back-to-back Super Bowl victory, I suppose. Jerry Jeudy still hammering it home. KJ Hamler, hammering below the running back for yards. Like, this man has just not performed in this career sim at all. However, because we do know this is his final season, we will take a look at his stats anyways. Like I said, though, not every NFL player can have a 10,000-yard career, 100 touchdowns. KJ Hamler still with 7,500 yards and 40 touchdowns in the slot. Definitely not too shabby, better than any of us will ever get in the NFL. Jerry Jeudy, though, still going, might have 2-3 years left in him. 12,000 yards, 104 touchdowns, with his longest being 94. Of course, you look at the two comparisons, and a lot more run after the catch from Hamler than Jeudy, but of course, per reception, Hamler is lower, so it is what it is. But either way, still in the playoffs and a chance at another Super Bowl. Beat the Texans, now going against a very tough Ravens team. Wins that as well. Going against the Dolphins, another win, and because, once again, Hamler's final season, and it is the Super Bowl, we're going in again. This is, so far, seemingly the most successful career sim I can think of so far, right? I would have, has it been 3 trips? 3 trips, chance at 2 wins? Going into the Halo 3 Infinite. It's not Halo 3 Infinite. Of course, the Halo press conference thing probably already came out. But I don't know what the hell am I saying at this point. It's not even a conference. It's an Xbox thing. 24-3. The weirdest Super Bowl there is because we're talking about nonsense. While KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy have become back-to-back champions, the Broncos, with their little dynasty, not bad at all. Of course, we've already seen the ceremony. It's all the same, so we don't need to look at it. Maybe there was an MVP of, Jeudy or Hamler capacity, but no. Hamler, he at least got 3 more yards than last Super Bowl, right? Hey, who called him a leech? Us, of course, because he is. But besides that, but yeah, I mean, just another Super Bowl win. Hamler retiring on top. Of course, he is not sticking around. There's no doubt. He's retiring. 74 overall, losing 6 to 7 overalls from last to this season. I mean, hell, even Jeudy might lose like 4 or 5. For the moment of truth, I mean, let's be honest, it's literally going to be the case. I'm not even going to look at the roster. We're just going to go straight into the transactions just so we can see it. Bradley Chubb also does retire, in fairness. Godwin, where is the man? We probably missed him, didn't we? Hunter Renfrow, Minka. He's definitely gone, right? No? Really? How? Is he really not gone? How the hell is he still around? What? I don't see him. Where is... Excuse me. Like, we're in the re-sign period, so there would still be there, wouldn't he? Like, I'm telling you, he had to retire. Maybe they don't show, like, the bad players, because in fairness, like, pretty much every retirement here is all good players. I don't want to call him bad, but you know what I mean. And then as for Jeudy's overall, he is an 85. That is a bit harsh. 4 speed drop. Woo. That's a little bit harsh. As far as the draft recap goes, of course, it is pick 32. Maybe one of these guys has hidden. Highly doubt it, but you never know. Nope, we do know it's not true. Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the dynasty is come and gone. Although technically, is it a dynasty? I don't know. I will say we're definitely going to look at Jeudy's ratings after this as well, because there is a chance that man could be gone as well. 85 overall, maybe drops down to an 80, 79. It depends on, the age. He'll be, 34, I believe? So I don't know how it's going to work, but I definitely will say there is a chance that this is his last season, and if not this season, I would almost guarantee the following. But still, really good career, 2 Super Bowl wins. I mean, basically a Hall of Famer. Hamler, can't say the same, but a decent career. And we went way too far, and the worst part is we actually made the playoffs, man. Did we at least do well? Oh, we did. We came to the championship game. That sucks. Regardless, it is what it is. Let's take a look at the stat line for the season. Reed McCollum, decent year. Davenport, really good year. He's like 30 now. Jeudy, definitely a down year, but still good. KJ Hamler would have loved even one season like that. So in fairness, there you go. Looking at the career stats of Jeudy, just in case, like we said before, 12,992, 112 for the touchdown. So just under 13,000 yards at the moment. And I'm going to go into past the draft because I have a good feeling that Jeudy will still be here. Then again, he could leave the team as well, whether he retires or not. I'm surprised Hamler was there, so you never know. Jeudy could be gone too. He is gone. Now, did he retire is the question. Joey Bosa. Jeudy retires. That seems a little surprising, no? Superstar at the start, 21 years old, retires after 13 years, so 34 years old. That seems like a year, maybe even 2 years early. But I guess it's his decision. Jeudy retires from the NFL at the age of 34 years old with just under 13,000 yards, 112 touchdowns, and 2 Super Bowl rings. Is he on the record list for anything at all is the question. I will most likely say the answer is not. Just a little outside that number list. However, he is in the top, 10 for touchdowns. So, really good stuff there. He got the touchdown numbers. Of course, as far as this goes, just barely missing the catches list, I believe. But yeah, a really good career. So the Broncos, according to Madden, will have a very good wide receiver on their hands, Jeudy. An okay complimentary pick with Mr. KJ Hamler. Of course, Mutai, I do not know where the hell he went. But ultimately, this was a definite success. And if, like I said, you guys have a name or names, hell, a draft class you want to see next, let me know in the comment section below. And I think I already mentioned in the beginning, but we're probably going to be doing some sort of stream on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, some sort of rebuild. I don't know if it'll be anything after the rebuild, but we'll definitely do a rebuild. And that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe leave a like and subscribe. We do a lot of Madden stuff. Of course, you guys know that. Unless you're new. That's kind of how that works. Maybe follow me on Twitter, JeromePkr, twitch.tv/JeromePkr, and the second channel is PKR Plays. Anyways, regardless if we have a stream tonight for a rebuild, there will be a rebuild of some sort tomorrow. I think we will stream, though. Pretty, 99% sure. But you know me. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!